All right, this article here is pretty funny. It has a video, and I'm wondering if you guys have seen it. Have you seen a video of a sign language interpreter recently go viral?
Recently?
Not recently.
But I've seen that sign interpreter for Obama that one time. I think was
What
it for
happened?
Obama?
Or Snoop Dogg at the concerts?
No, not at the concert. It was at
That
a
one's
speech.
cool.
It was at a speech, like a political speech. Oh, I
Oh.
forgot if
Was
it
it,
was
there was
Obama.
a lot of enthusiasm with the signing?
No, it was just
Enthusiastic.
Yeah, like it was signing, but then like he didn't know what he was doing. So
No, was that Obama?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if it was Obama.
Somewhere in Africa.
Left Shark didn't know what was
Maybe it
going on.
was maybe it was from
Wow, I was just
Africa.
confusing black people.
I'm sorry.
God.
What?
My bad.
But it was in Africa. What was it? Was it South Africa?
I don't know, but it was like some sort of political thing.
Yeah.
That's why I thought Obama because I was
They
like,
didn't
okay,
check
political.
to see if the sign language.
Oh, right,
person
this
actually
lady,
knew
like,
sign
faked her
language.
way into
So she
doing-
just kind of faked signing
No,
stuff.
it was a dude.
Or
Somebody
Sure.
fake sign was a fake
Yeah,
It's a
signer.
different situation.
He was fake
You're
signing.
probably thinking one, she's probably thinking a different one.
I don't know. He was like fake signing, and he was like all fucking into it
Yeah, it
and
could've
shit.
been a guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Funny.
And then like they realized that he wasn't he wasn't a real translator. Yeah, we did on JK News like long ago.
I think I
think
remember,
so.
vaguely
Yeah.
remember.
long
But
ago.
this one though, this one's recent, and it was a sign language interpreter interpreting for a Honolulu mayor, or for the Honolulu mayor named Kirk Caldwell, and he was doing a press conference, and you will see what happened.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, ready?
Make sure to boost the volume on this one.
Oh, it's boosted.
They can all be together, but you can't invite your auntie and cuz from another household over to your house to have dinner. That is a gathering that is prohibited. Someone was, and that's, I have to say, and I've gotten a lot of that, and the guys that come by our house and protested, we allow that in our country.
She translates everything.
That's a good signer.
great.
She's on it. She's
Very
like, she's
good.
picking up everything.
Fast.
If a bird shit, she's like,
For those of you guys watching that didn't catch what happened, there was a man out in the crowd that ended up yelling to the mayor, "Fuck you," and the language interpreter ended up flipping off as the sign for "fuck you," and she just kept going, very professional. And then also very professional of the mayor. Did you guys hear his response?
He responded to it.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah, you can protest if you want. That's what they're doing.
yeah.
So initially what the mayor was saying is he was talking about like the current restrictions right now, the stay-at-home order and work-from-home order, and he was saying that it would continue for the next 2 weeks in order to lessen the coronavirus cases in that region. And so he was saying that parks, beaches, and trails would reopen to allow for solo activities, including reading, meditating, eating lunch, jogging, and sitting on the beach, and all that stuff.
where's he at?
Honolulu, Hawaii. Yeah. And then he ends up saying, like, this is his exact quote. You can only get one household in one household. Your friends from another household are prohibited or should not be coming to your house to gather. We're trying to really bring down the spread of the virus. You can't invite your auntie and cuz from another household over to your house to have dinner. That is a gathering. That is prohibited. That's when the guy was like, "Fuck you."
I just think it's so cool that the governor or the mayor of Honolulu uses the words "cuz." You don't hear politicians like use slang.
Auntie and cuz.
What else is it?
Auntie and cuz.
I think that the fuck you guy, if you listen to the vector of the fuck you and the lack of muffling, he wasn't wearing a mask.
Oh. Or maybe he lowered it.
You think the guy that's
Nah.
yelling "fuck you" to the mayor is wearing the
Well, I
mask?
sure hope so.
He was just like, but I'm being responsible.
What if it's, because now in mask, he's like, man, fuck you, right? Like, it's like, it doesn't work. You
Or you can't project as well.
can't really.
I wonder how you would interpret like a muffled thing.
Yeah, you can't enunciate.
Like
Yeah, you're just like
like this.
Behind your hand.
thinly veiled.
But yeah, after the "fuck you," did you notice how she kind of hesitated?
Yeah.
Like,
But she's on it. She's like definitely picking it up. She's like, well, I mean, the people are
She
gonna wonder
definitely
what.
had a debate in her head where she was like, "Is this something I should sign?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they need context.
Yeah,
And then her body was just like, yeah, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Pretty much.
Did she get in trouble for doing it? Because on a professional level, I wonder if it was cool with them to just flip off.
I'm sure
It's
it's
true. It's on
fine.
like
television.
TV.
I don't know. Was it
If there's
on?
kids watching, yeah.
question.
I mean,
What
I
if the
think,
parents
I
have to
think
explain
flipping the
What
bird
a
is
middle
different
finger
than actually
means.
saying like "fuck you."
But they normally
Like-
blur that out on TV.
Do they?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really mention that in this article, but so I'm not sure. But I did notice that other people were saying like that's how professional she is. Like she had to actually interpret the entire discussion of that situation of like that event that she's at, and so I don't think she got any like
I wouldn't give her any shit. Yeah, she's on it.
exactly. And then, did you guys hear what the mayor responded? Like what he actually said? It was, I understand how upset people are, and I understand that from where they stand, they see it as being unfair, but we're trying to be as fair as possible in terms of our public health and safety.
Yeah, that's a very professional
He's
response.
like, and thank you very much. Cut. Up yours, buddy. Fuck you, piece of shit, motherfucker. You motherfucker. Yeah, exactly.
You want to see some sign language? Fucking give us-
Come sign language this dick, bitch.
Like that song sound like what the Governor Cuomo. It's like that's exactly how he would reply.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly. Except he'd be on camera though.
New Yorkers. Fucking.
It's his own brother.
You should call mom. Mom, you never talked to mom. Are we doing this? I mean, this isn't the worst thing.
He's like, hey, this tissue's bigger than your dick. What are you guys talking about right now?
Makes no sense.
It's like y'all forgot there are cameras here, huh? This is real. I sense some hurt.
Yeah. I've always wanted to learn sign language.
Same.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so useful.
I feel like
I knew the alphabet in 3rd grade and I lost it all.
Yeah, I don't remember it very much.
D,
You still remember some?
D.
The ones that still look like the letters. At least?
for
You're
the
like, yeah,
they're gonna throw gang signs.
I just know like M, N.
I think.
Wait, isn't it M N?
You're probably right. M. I don't remember. One of those. My brother actually learned sign language because he was just really interested in all that, and he learned it, and then he ended up getting a girlfriend out of it, and he was like, this shit came in handy.
Nice.
Oh,
As in-
that's cool.
As in she.
No, she was also into
they were
like
just both
learning
into it.
learning sign language. No, she wasn't that.
Yeah.
I've heard people argue that like instead of like a lot of the foreign languages that we teach at school, like signing should be like more of a standard, just things that like to teach other people because it's probably more useful than like some of the
True.
other foreign languages and stuff. And is it international? Like it's an international sign language, right?
It's
So they-
American Sign Language.
No, it's American sign language. I think
ASL. What? Really?
the other languages have different. I think.
Is it?
I
local?
think the most commonly used one is ASL. So you're
Okay. Yeah.
pretty safe, but yeah, I think it's specifically American Sign
Oh,
Language.
okay. Okay, gotcha. But it's still like I feel like
I mean, it's like learning English, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
being able to speak it in most parts of
Right,
the world.
right, that's true.
Yeah.
I remember being in middle school and me and my best friend, we were like, you know what, we should study sign language because when we're in class, we could talk to each other without needing to pass notes.
Wow.
Wouldn't that take longer to like get your message across?
And also, it's like you're gonna be like,
I hope the teacher doesn't see me.
Yeah.
You really think that's how people sign?
That's what she was just doing, dude. She's fucking doing opera.
Because she's in a press conference.
Oh, well, I know. I don't know.
They're not that gigantic
She's doing it for the
gestures.
people in the back.
How do you whisper sign language? It's just
Well, the reason why we got this idea is because there was a group of kids that were deaf that were signing all the time, and I'm like, that's fucking tight. Like they could just
in
talk
class
to
or
It wasn't in class because they had different classes, but we would see each other in the quad, and they'd be like talking to each other from like across the quad or whatever.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's fucking tight. Like that's just like a whole nother. Like it opens a whole nother possibility, especially when you're in school and you're a talker, very talkative person with your best friend. I'm like, dude.
is this before like text messages and stuff or like a
Yeah,
really
we
big
didn't have
thing?
cell phones. This is middle school. Also. I mean, yeah, this is like 2002.
Do you think that as scientific advancements happen with like deafness and all this stuff, because there's cochlear implants and all this kind of shit now, like sign language will be like not even something that's used?
I think it probably still will be, just because it's like not everyone will have access to those things. Like
Oh,
it'll
right,
be a
true.
while before that's like widely available to everyone on like a really basic level and stuff.
Kind of like polio.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much, Ryan.
But I think people don't they sign for other reasons as well? Like when they have trouble like mute or I don't know the proper term, but like they don't actually speak.
Just science seems to fix all that.
All of it.
yeah,
that's what I'm hoping
true.
for in the next couple decades for sure.
True.
Because even blindness, some of it has been.
My big thing I'm waiting for is for them to fix tinnitus.
Oh,
You have that?
What's
I have bad
tinnitus?
What is that?
It's like
ringing.
you'll have a constant ringing in your ears. So when it's extra quiet, it's like extra loud that you hear. So like my right ear is worse than my left. So when I go to bed, if I'm paying attention to it at the time and laying on my right ear, it's super loud if I turn and lay on my right ear.
My uncle has it super bad because he used to fix radar dishes on aircraft carriers,
Oh.
and so they're constantly landing planes and taking
Yeah,
off,
that
and you're
shit's
just
loud
getting
as
your
shit.
shit blown
Wait,
out.
he didn't wear like muffs and all that
He
sort of
did,
shit?
but it's still so fucking
It's
loud.
bad because the bus only minus what 20 something dB.
Oh, I don't know.
So it's in the hundreds.
They're huge though, and I figure like they would have like other plugs in it. I don't know, man.
Also, I feel like sometimes the vibrations can still go through your body, let alone the earmuffs, right? Like when I'm at a concert, sometimes I'm like, I feel like even if I have earplugs in, it's going through my like organs at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it'll make it in there.
Or dude, my buddy has a 50 cal, so when he fires that thing, you feel it go through your entire body, like the
that
shock
concussive blast of you, you feel it in your chest. You're like, oh.
Yeah, that's true. That does happen. That's crazy. How about you, Julia? Do you feel like?
Do you have a 50 cal?
Do you fire your 50 cal?
Do you relate? Do you relate to the feeling of the sound like moving through your entire body? Cause like at a concert and stuff.
Yeah, all the time. Like especially like if I'm near the front, like I always regret not bringing like earplugs, but at the same time,
She was
like,
hard at concerts too.
at the same time, I was like, but this is how you enjoy it. Fuck it.
She's all
Just
deaf
go
now,
with it.
huh?
Yeah. That's how you enjoy what?
Yeah,
That's what happened just now. She's like, huh?
yeah. Huh?
Do you know where you got your tinnitus from?
I've always had it a little bit as a kid, like just a little bit,
Yeah.
and then it definitely got worse from going to like music shows and stuff. Yeah, I didn't start wearing like earplugs until probably just a few years ago. After it already started getting bad. But now I always have earplugs at shows. I can't go
Like a
without it.
responsible person.
As someone who is already fucked.
Yeah, responsibility. Look at that.
Responsible. I always forget every time.